started a couple of years ago in COVID, plenty of time to think, and it was, what can we do going forward? We've got a duty to members, to public, to community, golf in general, for environmental, biodiversity, sustainability. So one of the first things that we did, it was, you can't really see with the eye, changing all the light bulbs, for example. Then we refurbished the men's toilets, and not very exciting, but we changed that to waterless urinals. So that saves us on average about 100,000 litres of water per year. And we did that, saw the benefits, and then we thought, gosh, there's so much more we need to do. But where do you start and where does it end? Well, I don't think it ever ends, to be honest. That then progressed on, so we spoke to the head greenkeeper. Of course, he has a huge responsibility, 100 plus acres to look after. So the head greenkeeper has fully taken it on board and embraced it. So he uses different chemicals now that don't leach into the ground, because our neighbouring farmer is organic registered. So we have a very strong responsibility there. And then obviously the machinery, on average there's about 12 pieces of machinery, sort of three or four tractors, then mowers, all diesel, all very dirty, all very old. So we're starting to go through the program of changing those out, swapping those out to at least hybrid, hopefully going forward fully electric when the technology's there. And then on the course we invited Devon Wildlife Trust in, Lynn Kenderdine, who's been brilliant in advising us what we need to do for biodiversity. So we've put bat boxes in, owl boxes. We're setting aside 3 acres for rewilding, wildflowering. Every tree that we take down, we don't burn it. We used to historically, we just stockpile. So for the bugs and insects. And we've also, over the last 2.5 years, planted in excess of 900 whips, trees, with about another 300 or 400 that we would like to still try and do. So that's just a small snippet. More recently, we've changed all the cellar. So the cellar behind the bar historically is run by huge coolers that have to keep the cellar to a certain temperature. So the brewery also has a big element to play in environmental, so I put a bit of pressure onto those and said, you need to play your bit. A couple of weeks ago they installed the latest technology in cellar equipment, so there were no steel barrels anymore, there's no gas, there's no big coolers running, and the pods, instead of steel barrels, they're in pods, plastic that gets thrown into the recycling. We've changed contractor to Devon Contract Waste, who recycle 65% of everything that we put out, instead of it going to landfill or incineration. So great savings there. And in the shop, one of the biggest things that we sell, as you can imagine, are teas. And so we don't sell plastic teas anymore, so we put a ban on those. So long answer to a short question, but there's still so much more to do.